Andy _ Vision writes, which one are you taking? Okay. He's what the hell are these? What are these? Bulbasaur, whatever the hell it is. Charmander or the Squirtle. These are Pokemons, I guess that's what it is. I'm going to say, you know what I'm going to say? Charmander. That's who I would take because it reminds me of me because of the forehead. That's what I'm going to go with. Okay. This is at Bron Got Game. If LeBron ties MJ in rings, will you have him as the GOAT? Hell no and a half. Move on. Big C is called at its _ BIGC. He writes, Stephen A. Worst day of the week to be horny. Worst day of the week to be horny to me is Sunday night. Because chances are most people got to work Monday morning and the week hasn't started yet. And a lot of times you want to relax, wind down, and enjoy the end of the weekend before you get into the muck and mire, the hustle of the week. I mean, I'm assuming you're going to do what you're going to do several times a week, but the worst day to be horny is Sunday. The best day is a Friday and Saturday night. Because Friday and Saturday, she looking to go out in most instances. And if you go out, it's been a wonderful evening, and then you want to close. Close. As in C-L-O-S-E. Not C-L-O-T-H-E-S. You want to close. That's closing. Friday and Saturday night's the best. Sunday's the worst. During the week, take it or leave it based on your mood. But in most instances, a Friday or a Saturday, the expectation is that you're going to be ready to step up and handle your business. That's her expectation, whether she tells you or not. Am I right, Solange? Amen. Amen. At 100 Thieves, which map are you choosing for a 1 versus 1? Nuketown or Rust? This is Call of Duty. Y'all didn't think I knew that, did y'all? It's Call of Duty, baby. I know this, all right? I'm going to tell you this. Rust. That's what I like. You understand? It just looks like a town that's hardcore, that's ready to handle business, ready to handle things, used to adversity and adverse circumstances, overcoming the odds and stuff like that. This looks like these kids going to some schoolhouse. I like the Rust look. I like that. That's what I'm going with. James, at Caucasian James. I didn't write that. That's his Twitter handle, not mine. He says, do you like vodka Red Bulls? I neither like vodka nor Red Bulls. I think that if you need Red Bull, you're kind of cheating. What you looking for that kind of energy boost for? You don't have it? What you looking for the vodka for? Would you like spice it up? I mean, don't get me wrong. If it works for you, it works for you. But I'm saying, some people, when you say vodka Red Bulls, if it was vodka or Red Bulls, that would be different. But the combination of both connotates something that you're clearly in need of. And it's not an alcoholic boost. It's something else. No, it's not how I roll. At HunchOJT _ writes, thoughts on Latina women. I love them. I love me a Spanish-speaking woman. I really, really, really do. I love it. Now, that ain't all you got to have. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to have it, but I mean, it is a plus. A bilingual woman, specifically Spanish, whispering in your ear, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. I will acknowledge that. So no shade on the Latina women whatsoever. Let me throw that out there. At LM _ Prex, P-R-E-X-S, right? At 6'7", 269 pounds. Do you think, what is it, Mewtwo? Is that how you pronounce his name, Mewtwo? Yep. Mewtwo could beat LeBron in a game to 21. 6'7", 269 pounds. One-on-one, right here. You know? Well, he's shorter than LeBron, but he weighs more. You know? Well, it says here, I don't know. Abilities, pressure, unnerved, hidden ability. All right, so he's got composure. Psychic, yeah. He can anticipate moves and stuff like that. Yeah, maybe he could pull it off. I mean, from the looks of me, he might scare LeBron. LeBron might want to shoot nothing but jump shots. Might not want to come near him. That could be a problem. And that long tail, you never know. Might strip him. Yeah, I could say that. It's a miracle. I'm not saying it definitely would happen, but it's possible. It's possible. Let's go with that. Oh, my Lord. At Nzambak. Where we landing, Stephen A? Let's look at this right here. Salty Springs Retail Row. I forgot the name of this. What's the name of this show again? Fortnite. This is the video game Fortnite, right? I think so. Wailing Woods, Tomato Town. Oh, I remember something about this. I saw this just the other day. Which one? I'm gonna go with Tilted Towers. You know why? It's right in the middle here, and it looks like that's where all the action is. You see how this looks right here? See all this green here? See all of this? You see Loot Lake right here in the blue, but damn it, that's a lake. You're looking at all of this stuff right here. When you see this right here, it looks like a palatial mansion in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by grass and all of this other stuff. I see some other spots here, Shifty Shafts, Greasy Grove, Snobby Shores, stuff like that. But this looks like where all the action is. Where the party's at? Where the party's at? I'm going with Tilted Towers. That's what I'm going to do. Are y'all ready for this question? Are y'all ready for this question? And by the way, something is wrong with this kid, Greg. What are you doing? Giving out your phone number looking for a woman? At Greg 1667-693-5420. That's a number. You looking for a honey? Is that what you're doing? Hey, look, you have my number. All you got to do is go to my Twitter handle. Really? Come on, brother. But listen to this question. You're in an arena with 50 hawks, 10 crocodiles, 3 brown bears, 15 wolves, 1 hunter with a rifle, 7 Cape buffaloes, 10,000 rats, 5 gorillas, and 4 lions. I'm going to say that again. 50 hawks, 10 crocodiles, 3 brown bears, 15 wolves, 1 hunter with a rifle, 7 Cape buffaloes, 10,000 rats, 5 gorillas, 4 lions. Pick 2 to defend you while the others attack you. The goal is to survive 1 hour. Are y'all ready for this from me? Lions are the king of the jungle. I'm rolling with the lions. And are y'all ready for this? 10,000 rats. I didn't say mice. I said rats. I'm going with the rats. Let me tell you something right now. I don't know too many things in life that would stick around to fight with 10,000 rats. So let's get that out the way. That's number 1. Number 2, I can pretty much guarantee you it won't be the 1 hunter with a rifle. Because you ain't going to get 5 of those rats. What about the 9,995 left coming at you? Good luck with that. You don't want no pieces of that. 10 crocodiles, you could say that. But that's you in the water, not on land, okay? 3 brown bears, please. They ain't trying to fight no rats. 15 wolves, they ain't trying to do it either. All right? 7 Cape buffalo, only 7 of y'all. The minute you see them nipping away at your heels and stuff, you gonna run like the elephants do. All right? And your skin ain't as thick as the elephants. All right? So let's get that out the way. Okay? 5 gorillas. Come on now. So the lions and the 10,000 rats. I don't see how you gonna beat that. 10,000 rats. How you gonna beat that? That's easy to me. That's my first choice. I'm thinking about 10,000 rats, beating all of them. I mean, again, the goal is to survive an hour, but you got to get through 10,000 rats to get to me. I'm going with the 10,000 rats. And by the way, the lions will take care of the gorillas for me, the buffaloes for me. I don't know about the 15 wolves, but they'll take a few of them out. That's what I'm going to feel like. I'm going with the lions and the 10,000 rats. At Chris _Gerard13. Quote, Stephen A., who's the weakest link? This from Scooby-Doo. You didn't think I knew that? Oh, yeah. Velma, Shaggy, Fred, Daphne, Scooby. I was never into Shaggy. First of all, I don't like the way he looks, okay? He's skinny, all right? I can't expect him to really get down and throw down and all of this stuff, right? And I was just, based on all that, I like Daphne and Velma. I really did like them, and Scooby-Doo. I did like them. So I'm gonna roll with that right there. Shaggy, Fred was kind of corny and stuff like that, but Shaggy just didn't do it for me. So I'm gonna say that's the weak link here, Shaggy. I don't think I don't think this was so much he could do. He ain't gonna throw on the swag and get a lady for you. He ain't gonna throw down and be ready to fight. I mean, what does he bring to the table? I just don't know the answer to that question. So I'm gonna move on from that. Look at this right here, at Deep Waters of L. The best sex song, he's asking me that. Oh man, I gotta ask, there's a few of them. Listen, it's a few. I can't give you one. I loved True. All I Do Is Think of You. It's an oldie right there. A House Is Not a Home by Luther Vandross. We can't ignore that. You talking to an old school brother right here, but trust me, take notes, take lessons. I kind of am experienced in something like this. Just trust me on this, okay? I kind of know this, all right? Teddy Pendergrass, Turn Off the Lights. I mean, that's a nice one. That's a nice one. Adore, Prince, we can't go wrong with that, okay? We definitely can't go wrong with that. I don't want to bring up R. Kelly, but I think it's okay now because he's in jail. Now, if he was not in jail, it would not be okay because he's getting away with stuff. But now that they finally got his ass and he's in jail, okay, it's okay to bring up R. Kelly music now. Dedicated was a beautiful song, okay? Your Body's Calling. That was another one, okay? 12 Play couldn't be ignored. There's a few by R. Kelly. Honey Love, there's a few by R. Kelly now. We can't act like we don't know that, all right? So there's quite a few. You know, Jodeci, Cry For You, we can't ignore that. I mean, I'm giving you some now. I don't know all of them. I don't know all. I mean, I actually do, but I don't. I don't want to give it all to you. But trust me, the options that I gave you, those work. Those work. But fellas, and I'm talking to the fellas here right now, timing is everything. See, you can't just say, just play the song. If she was cooking and she ain't feeling lovey-dovey and you play the music and stuff like that, but then you step to her with the music and stuff like that, you might even get it. Here's the problem. Here's the problem. You just getting sex and you just giving her sex. You ain't making love. And if you ain't making love, you don't need to be asking questions like this. You understand me? It's different. You got to use it. The ambiance got to be nice too. Now, if you're just trying to get some, that's different. But if you're trying to show her what she is worth to you, music matters. Dim the lights. That matters. Do not eat more than a salad before you get loose, because if you get her ready, but then you all bloated, that's a problem. That's a problem. You might belch, you might pass gas, you might not feel your vibrant self, and you've compromised her. And drink water. It assists with fluidity. You know what I'm talking about. That's the way to go. I'm just gonna go with a few of them. Here's somebody at Carcino Muse, right? Stephen A. Smith. Who do you think is the best athlete in SpongeBob? And if you were to draft a character as your starting quarterback, who would you pick? Ladies and gentlemen, I haven't seen much of SpongeBob. Damn it. But I'm gonna entertain y'all by guessing. Let me just look. Give me a second to just look, all right? Let me just look at it and gauge who looks the most athletic and who would I like. Now, SpongeBob with the big square head, I gotta consider that. Because I always wish I had a big square head so I could go bald instead of having this damn receding hairline and contemplating going to hair club for men. So I figured, hey, I wish I had a big square head. I wouldn't have that debate. But that's neither here nor there. I'm not interested in plankton. I don't like the way it looks. Mr. Krabs, I just don't like that name. But if I'm playing football or basketball, those claws could come in handy. So I got to take that into consideration. Patrick, I'm not feeling with you. You look like a pink skinhead. I'm not going with that. Let me look at Sandy, nah, with the cup as your body, no. Squidward, too skinny. Gary, you look limited. Pearl, big face schnoz out in front. Karen, you just a TV with a leg. I'm not, and Larry, I'm gonna have to say it comes down to Mr. Krabs or SpongeBob. And I'm gonna go with Mr. Krabs. That's what I'm gonna do. SpongeBob's legs are too skinny, the head looks like it weighs too much, and the arms are too short. I don't think it would be that athletic. I'm gonna go with Mr. Krabs. That's gonna be my choice for that, all right? At Liz's, LIZZS_ locker room. Stephen A., why are you so freaky? Laugh out loud. How do you know I'm freaky? Where'd you get that from? For all you know, I could be the most conservative dude on the planet. You have no idea whether I'm freaky or not because I don't tell. But I do like the fact that you clearly have an imagination and you imagine the kind of things that somebody like myself is capable of. Go ahead and use your imagination. Enjoy. Okay, everybody, you know what time it is. It's time for Stephen A's Weekly Picks. Everyone knows I live and breathe sports and I need to be right in the middle of all the action. And how do I do that exactly? I use Prize Picks, that's how. You see, Prize Picks is the largest fantasy sports platform in all the land with over 3 million members. Not only that, it's incredibly easy to play. You just choose 2 or more players and pick more or less on their projected stats for the game. And the best part, you can pick players from any of the sports you love to watch. Caitlin Clark, Aaron Judge, or even Scotty Scheffler. And get this, sign up with code SAS and Prize Picks will give you $50 instantly when you play your first $5 lineup, okay? You don't need to win your lineup to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. All you have to do is play a $5 lineup on Prize Picks and you'll get $50 instantly. Now, let's look at my winning picks. Since football season is right around the corner, guess what? I'm getting started early with my picks for total sacks in the season. Let's look at who we've got here. Pittsburgh linebacker T.J. Watt, more or less than 13.75 sacks. He's T.J. Watt. Steelers going to be improved this year. They're going to have more opportunities. They're going to do some things. They're going to put people in a hole, and as a result, they're going to have to step back to throw the football a little bit more against the Steelers, and as a result, that's going to give T.J. Watt more opportunities at the apple, per se. He's going to get after them, all right? We're going to go with more on this one. More for T.J. Watt. Browns defender Myles Garrett, Defensive Player of the Year, more or less than 13.75 sacks. Going with more. He's a monster. He's big time. He's coming. He's one of the best in the business. There's nothing to debate there, okay? That's more than reasonable. Cowboy star Micah Parsons, more or less than 13.25 sacks. Believe it or not, no knock against him because he's going to get his numbers. He's going to get his sacks. He's going to get his tackles. People are going to try to run the football against him. They ain't going to be as successful this year as they were last year. I'm going to go with less for Micah Parsons on this one. I think he's going to have around 13 sacks on the season, okay? 12 to 13, not more than 13.25. And last but not least, Texans Danielle Hunter, more or less than 10.75 sacks. Danielle Hunter can ball. He can play. And the Texans are going to be vastly improved. Their offense is going to be prolific. They got Stephon Diggs now. You still got C.J. Stroud, who's a stud. They're going to be able to run the football. They're going to be able to throw the football. They're going to put teams in the hole. Teams are going to go back. Same thing with T.J. Watt with the Steelers. Teams are going to drop back to pass, trying to do some damage against the Texans. And, of course, Danielle Hunter's going to have his bites at the apple. So I think he's going to get more than 10.75 sacks. That's what I'm going with. You heard me. Those are my picks. This is Stephen A. talking to you. Listen to what the hell I'm saying. At You Love Loss, LOS. Who do you think is winning in a street fight? Stuart Little or Ratatouille? That's an easy one. It's Ratatouille. It's Ratatouille. Y'all didn't know? You gotta see, listen. When you think about Stuart Little versus Ratatouille, right? Here's what I want you to think about, okay? If you were about to get in a fight, if you were a boxer, for example, or a UFC fighter, and you were the dude that wore silk pajamas, that was in a 3-story single home, and you ate a full meal every 3 times a day, and you lived a life of comfort, and you were going up against a street dude who's had to scratch and claw his way through life all his life, who you putting your money on under those desperate situations? That's Stuart Little versus Ratatouille. You didn't think I knew that, did you? You didn't think I knew that, did you? See, Stuart Little, he lived in the confines of a nice habitat, posh, affluent lifestyle, comfort, meals, never had to worry about some cheese, never had to worry about any of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? He was fine. Ratatouille, no, he had it rough. He had it rough. He a rough rider. Scratch and claw. I mean, he ain't no time to be messing around. Ratatouille, that one, you know, he like one of those rats in the New York subways. That's what that is. That's Ratatouille. See, Stuart Little's the one, the little mouse you found in your house that was accidentally picked up by your mama who dropped it in the sink. That's what happened to my mama, God rest her soul, years ago. Ooh, it ran and dropped it and ran. Scared the living hell out of my mother. God rest Janet Smith's soul. But Ratatouille? No, that's them big-ass rats in the sewers of the New York subway system. Well, you know, the kind that cats run from. You know? I mean, the Ratatouilles of the world in the New York subway system, they the ones that the only thing that could get them to move is the train. Outside of the train, people roll up to Ratatouilles. He looking at you up and down like you short. What the hell you looking at? Bust your living, you better get out of my face. I ain't moving. That's Ratatouille. Stuart Little. Stuart Little ain't even in Ratatouille's class. Ratatouille all day, every day. All day, every day. You heard me. Ratatouille. Ratatouille. At Dave McNamee 3000 writes, would you rather fight 100 mouse-sized Shannon Sharpes or one Shannon Sharpe-sized mouse? One Shannon Sharpe-sized mouse. What the hell I want 100 mice running at me for? Crawling all over me and all of that other stuff. I mean, I don't like the fact that a Shannon Sharpe-sized mouse, I mean, I'd get devoured and all of that other stuff. But hell, maybe I can run into a hole or something. Shannon Sharpes of the world can't squeeze through every hole. So I'd have a chance. But them little mouse crawling all over you and stuff like that, I don't want to go out like that. Take me out. I'll shoot myself. Let's go to Gas Patcho Machine. Hi, Stephen A. Here's a photo of me eating a 32-ounce tomahawk steak in the shower. Have you ever eaten in the shower? And if not, what are you so afraid of? You know what I'm afraid of? I'm afraid of soggy-ass steak. That's what. Why the hell do I want bath water or shower water raining on my steak and then eating it? I mean, you know, I'm going to say this, and I know we're supposed to be careful, but damn it, it's you too. There's certain things that people put in their mouth that make me say, you'll eat anything, won't you? That's what I thought about here. A soggy steak. Steak drained with water from a shower faucet. That's just nasty. That's just nasty. At Darwin's Burner, pick one to build an NBA franchise around. That's easy. I'm going to go with Sully from Monsters, Inc. over Shrek. First of all, Shrek's got skinny legs and a peanut head. He reminds me of myself. I'm not doing that. I'm going to go with Sully because he looked like he could play in the post and bang bodies around. And not only that, if that don't work, he looked like he'd be Dennis Rodman. You know, he'll pass gas, fart on you the second he gets a chance. He don't care. I'm going to go with Sully. You understand? He don't mind sullying your reputation, your name, or your personal space. I'm going to go with Sully to answer this question. It pays to get paid on Cash App. There are a lot of things in life that you care about and want to keep safe, like protecting your kids, your home, and your hard-earned dollars. That's a feeling that you can actually feel really good about. Just like you can feel good about depositing your paycheck on Cash App, knowing you have security features like card lock and transaction alerts, so you never ever have to worry if your money is safe and or secure. And when your money is safe, you can actually rest easy. With Cash App, instead of worrying about your money, you can spend time checking things off your wish list like watching your favorite team win the championship, being pampered on a 7-day cruise, going to your class reunion, and actually looking good while doing so. Those things make you feel good, just like you can feel good about depositing your paycheck on Cash App. That's money. That's Cash App. Download Cash App from the App Store or Google Play Store today. At Tattooed Pokemon, right? Mayonnaise isn't available. What condiments are you putting on this glizzy? That's easy. Ketchup and mustard. What's wrong with that? Ketchup and mustard. Very, very simple to me. It's ketchup and mustard. Why wouldn't I put ketchup and mustard on this? I'm trying to figure out why the hell would mayo be on this. Now, that's just nasty. I think the only thing nastier than that is somebody I saw literally eating a spoon of mayonnaise. Now, that's disgusting. That's just nasty. At Nolan Bianchi writes, what was Stephen A's first heartbreak? My first real heartbreak, I was dating a girl in high school. I broke up with her. She broke up with me, I'm sorry. Got in a little argument, we broke up with each other. And I was kind of depressed about it. And we were apart for a few weeks. I had met somebody else. She knew I was on the verge of talking to somebody else. And here she comes. And she takes me back. And she comes back and she coaxes me into taking her back, rather, and wanting to be with me. Made sure she kissed me in public when the girl was behind me. I didn't know the girl was behind me, and she kissed me right in front of the girl, and I got caught. Even though I didn't date the girl yet, and I had never kissed the girl yet or anything like that. But bottom line is she saw me kissing my ex-girlfriend at the time, who I rekindled things with. And I took her back. And when I took her back, she was with me for a few months, about 2.5 months to be exact. I was working at a bookstore making $4.35 an hour. And I saved up $1,000 to take her to her prom. I took her to her prom, and she dumped me the next morning. Everything that she had done was to get me to take her to the prom, spending my money to do it, and then she dumped me the next day. Everyone who knows me says that that moment changed me forever because it made me so hardcore. No matter what woman is in my life, no matter how much I may love, no matter how much my heart is invested, etc., I'm not breaking for anybody. I want you as much as you want me. You don't want me, I will find somebody else to want me. Everyone says that that is the day that I became that way. Before then, I was a teddy bear. Since then, I was something else. I don't know whether it's true or not. I just know that's the accurate story that I just gave you, and that's what people say the effect was that it had on me. At EBSC93 writes, who you taking in a 1 versus 1, Goku or Vegeta from Dragon Ball? First of all, my condolences. I saw the news alerts that this individual has passed away. So the creator of Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z some of the most influential and best-selling Japanese comics of all time. That is the person that has died at the age of 68. Akira Toriyama suffered an acute subdural hematoma, a type of bleeding near the brain, they say. This is what word came out from his studio this Friday. So my condolences out to him and the best wishes to his family and loved ones. Obviously, hope God blesses his soul and he's up in a higher place. In terms of who I'm taking, Goku or Vegeta from Dragon Ball, I'm going with Goku. I have no idea why. I'm not going to pretend to have any idea why. I'm just going to tell you I'm going with Goku. I guess I like his name better than Vegeta. That's basically the only excuse that I have. At Randy _Vision writes, Stephen A., if a dog wore pants, would he wear them like this or like this? I think he'd wear them like this. You understand? I mean, this is like an outfit. This looks like pants. That's just me. I'm sorry, that's just how I feel about it. I mean, I have no idea whether I'm right or not, but damn it, I'm gonna go with that. Okay? I mean, listen, you got pants, right? And not only that, the private parts are near this area. It's not all the way over that area. All right? So I'm looking at it from that standpoint, and I'm gonna say this. That's where I'm gonna go with it. The female. I mean, the male dog, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna leave it at that right there. It would be this, not necessarily that. I want to take a second to let everyone know that the NFL season is fast approaching, but you don't have to worry because Prize Picks has got you covered. That's right. With America's favorite sport around the corner, Prize Picks is going to help you cash in. In case you didn't know, Prize Picks is a daily fantasy app where you can select 2 or more of your favorite players and then pick more or less on their projected in-game stats. What's even better, Prize Picks has something for every sports fan. Choose from the WNBA, MLB, boxing, and everything in between. You can pick Asia Wilson, Juan Soto, and Sidney Crosby, all in the same entry. I make my picks and submit early, all in less than 60 seconds. Then I sit back and I watch and get this. Sign up with code SAS and Prize Picks will give you $50 instantly when you play your first $5 plus lineup. You don't need to win your lineup to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. All you have to do is play a $5 lineup on Prize Picks and you'll get $50 instantly. Pick more, pick less. It's really, really that easy. At Celtic Sexual. That's what he wrote. Celtic Sexual. At Celtic Sexual is his Twitter handle. Best meal before sex. Okay. First of all, water, no alcohol. I would tell you a salad. You don't want your stomach heavy before you're trying to get down. You understand what I'm saying? Because it'll bring you down and prevent you from getting up to the degree that you want to get up. You feel what I'm saying? You don't want spicy foods either. Could mess with your stomach. You don't want stomach problems when you're trying to get excited. You don't want that, okay? So I would tell you a nice salad. That's what I would tell you. Could be a little roughage. I know you think it's a little roughage, but you know what the best thing to do? Protein drink. Protein drink. But not something that's going to lay in your stomach. You know what I mean? And water, because you want the blood circulating in all the right places at all the right times. That would be my advice to you. So really, it's not really a meal at all. You want to eat after, not before. At Who's Breezy UK writes, Stephen A., this girl asked to hang out, but I said no, because I want to go to the weekend concert in Fortnite. Was I wrong for this? I really want to go. You're not used to getting none, are you? I mean, you want to pass up a night out on a date. Now, if you said you don't want to go with her, period, because you're not interested in her, I get that. But you're basically saying, I don't want to be with her right then because I really want to go to this virtual concert right here, this video game, whatever the hell it is. This is what you're talking about. So rather than press her buttons, you'd rather press some real remote control button or whatever that's going to take you to some virtual concert or something. Really? Why didn't you ask her to join you? Do you like girls? It's a legitimate question. Because why wouldn't you ask her to go with you? Do you like her? It's a legitimate question too. But in the end, go. Do what you want to do. But I am concerned about you because you haven't entertained what you're potentially missing out on here. That's strange. I'll leave it at that. At Greg, well, what the hell you doing? Looking to give somebody, some honey your phone number or something? This is your Twitter handle? Greg1667-693-5420. You just basically asking some honey to give you a call. Ain't that true? That's what you're asking. Because you ain't brave enough to just roll up on her and say, hello, how are you doing? I think that you're a very beautiful young lady. I would love to get to know you better. Would you mind if I give you my number? I really, really hope that you give me a call sometime. But if you don't, I just want you to know I think you're beautiful. Thank you. But you ain't brave enough to do that, so we got to go with this. And here's what we'll do. Do you think any NBA teams in the past 10 years could beat the Toon Squad from Space Jam? Yeah. The Splash Brothers with Kevin Durant. That's who. Because I don't give a damn what you find. You couldn't find anybody, including the Space Jam, that could shoot the ball like Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Kevin Durant was lighting folks up. So that would be my answer to your question. I expected one about the honeys, though. Worried about you a little bit. We'll talk about that another time. At Yaboy, 070-351-55. Stephen A., who would win in a fight? Larry the Cucumber or Pickle Rick? Is this Pickle Rick? I believe it is. I would go with him. You know why? Because of his teeth. Look at this teeth right here compared to this teeth. This is a nibbler right here. This is a bite. See the difference? I would go with the bite. Those teeth tell me this is what I'm going with right here, okay? When it comes to women, how thick is too thick? How thick is too thick? Do we have a photo? I've asked y'all this on many occasions. Do we have a photo of Rasputia? Remember that from Norbit? Right there. That's too damn thick. That right there is too damn thick for me. Now, my boy Pooley, that's right up his alley. Ladies and gentlemen, his name is Rodney Cowan. Raised on 2-3rd Street in Hollis Ave. One of my best friends on the planet. Don't see him much. Don't talk to him much. You will never hear me say I have a better friend than him. I love him like a brother. That's my man. Okay? But one of the reasons we don't hang out much is because of that right there. That's where he loved being around. Okay? That is not me. Okay? When you think of me, okay, in terms of what I like, think Beyonce, think J-Lo, you know. Think of Kim Kardashian, I'm talking about figures. Figures is what I'm talking about, okay? Think of Cardi B, all right? Think of Shakira. You know, I'm very flexible. You could be 110 pounds to 170 pounds. As long as the curves are all right, I'm good. That's me, okay? But there are limits. That's it. I can't function like that. I'm not knocking any man who can. Pooley can. My boy Pooley can. I got one of my boys, his name is, we call him Money Mark. He know who he is. Money Mark. That's Money Mark. We all know who Money Mark is, okay? Now that brother right there, okay, my man Money Mark, you know, Pooley, a few others that I've known throughout life, I mean, they like the stuff that like tilts cars. I'm not exaggerating. Like, people think I'm joking. Pooley called up to my radio show one time and literally said, it's true. Like, you get in this car and you think you got a flat tire, you really don't. It's just that the car tilted. Because that's what he likes. That's not me. Okay, Sanaa Lathan, another name. Megan Good, how could I? Lord have mercy. Megan Good. Let's not forget her either, okay? People like that range. That's me, okay? Not that. Not that. That is entirely too much thickness for me. Other men out there, more power to you, nothing but love for y'all. Nothing but love for y'all. At deadman_PT3. Stephen A., what's happening, brother? The theme for my daughter's first birthday is fairies. However, her mother asked me to dress up as Shrek. I called her crazy and said she lost her mind. We are now at odds. Do I cave in and put on that fat suit or stand my ground? Please advise. Deadman_PT3. You might be the dumbest ass that ever tweeted me in my life. I mean, seriously. I mean, I'm not even joking. You might be the dumbest ass I've ever seen. So, you're not going to put on a Shrek suit that would please your baby girl for her first birthday? That'll make her laugh? You're not going to put on a Shrek suit that would please her mama, who's clearly your woman? Don't you like your bed being warm at night? So you're going to alienate the two most important women in your life because you don't want to put on a fat suit for your daughter's first birthday? You ain't a fool, you a new fool. You don't deserve no loving whatsoever. You got to change your ways, my brother. Don't you want your baby girl to be a daddy's girl? Don't you want to do things like that for her so she can remember the smile you put on her face? And she's like, Daddy. Don't you want her mama happy? So when it's time for you to get some loving, which you clearly need some of, by the way, because you're clearly not that experienced, because experienced men would know better than to ask a dumbass question like this. Get it together, bro. Seriously, get it together. I'm so disgusted, I'm ending the show on that. I don't even want to talk to y'all no more. Because at deadman_PT3 is an idiot that I need to get his act together so he can understand that ain't nothing better than loving from your woman. Remember my guy I told you about, my producer that was making all noise and dropping stuff around and all that other stuff? That's why he was dropping his stuff, because his woman was giving him loving over the phone, and he was fantasizing about the loving he gonna get later. I won't say his last name, but his first name is Galen. Just want y'all to know that. At Bird, B-E-R-D, Bird your boy, Y-A-B-O-I. Which Pikmin are you bringing to fight the Emperor Bull Blacks? Let me see. It definitely ain't gonna be this one. That's a damn flower. It ain't gonna be that. I'm not putting them in a fight, okay? I mean, they all got something on them. I'm trying to look at who looks the most menacing. I'm gonna go with this one right here, the big one. What's his name again? I forgot his name. It'll come to me. But this one right here, he's the biggest one. If I'm gonna get in a fight, if I know you're skilled, that's different. But if I don't know you're skilled, I'm gonna go with the one with, figuratively speaking, more mass appeal. And that would be this one right here. At Dignitas FN, LeBron and Giannis have Fortnite skins, but Michael Jordan does not. Stephen A., how does this affect his legacy? I say it doesn't affect Michael Jordan's legacy at all. Do you know why? Because the implication is that LeBron and Giannis are the ones who need Fortnite skins, and Michael Jordan didn't. If there was ever an argument that I could make that solidifies my proclamation that he is the GOAT, the greatest of all time. This is the latest example. They need Fortnite skins. But Michael Jordan didn't. That's how it goes, y'all. That's how it goes. At Dylan Daft Doom. How about that? DYLANDAFTDOOM. The toughest question you'll ever answer in your storied career, Stephen A. The Minion or the Bob? I'm gonna go with the Bob. Looks happier, got a big square head. On top of it all, you understand? Looks enthused, ready to embrace the challenges that come his way. The Minion doesn't look too happy. Looks like he's got some depression issues. Got a reason to question his enthusiasm, his fervor, and what have you. I'm gonna always veer away from somebody like that. You know why? Because you ever saw that movie, Silver Linings Playbook? You ever saw that movie? And you remember when, not the stars, Jennifer Lawrence, Bradley Cooper, not them, but you remember Bradley Cooper's good friend, his best friend, that was married to the girl, and he was talking about, yeah, you gotta get it together. You gotta be more enthusiastic. You gotta be there for your wife. You gotta love it. He said, she brings me down, man. She brings me down. That's what this kind of look does. It brings me down. You don't want people around you in your life who bring you down. You want people to uplift and inspire and instill or help instill a level of fervent enthusiasm and stuff like that with you. That's what you want. That's what you need. And that is what you get from this compared to this. I'm just saying. At Scotty Colt. Oh my God, look at this picture. This is a cursed individual right here, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this photo. I mean, clearly, this is a miserable human being. I mean, to have all of that cowboy, you clearly are not committed to winning at anything, okay? So, but let's write what he writes. You're on your first date, and she takes you back home to this. What's your reaction? Can I answer that question, really? Can I give you an honest answer? It depends on how fine she is. I'm not gonna lie. You know, I'm just not gonna lie. I mean, you know, let me just give out a few names. Somebody as fine as Beyonce, J-Lo, you know, Sanaa Lathan, you know, or Regina Hall, you know, people like that. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, you know, I'm going to throw Kim Kardashian in there. I just saw her at the Lakers game the other day. She looked beautiful. Throw her up in there. J-Lo was there too. Saw her. She was beautiful. You know what I'm saying? I mean, now if I'm with some average looking chick, I'm leaving. What do I need this for? I don't need this contaminating me. This might touch my soul in the wrong way. But last time I checked, you not only have this, but you got a lamp right here. Turn out the lights, light a candle. You understand? Because I'm in a romantic mood. You understand what I'm saying? Let's take a shower. Dim the lights. Can't see the Cowboys. I'm obviously going to move those sheets off. I'm going to shove the pillow away. I'm going to be under the covers. And I just got to make sure I'm looking down instead of up. And I won't see most of it anyway. So I'll be just fine. I'll be just fine. At Ozfura says, hey, Stephen A., I'm getting ready for my first basketball game today. How many points do you think I'm going to drop? Well, based on your outfit and your hairdo, to go to your first game with a hairdo like that, you got to be able to ball. You know what I'm saying? I don't know whether you're white, Hispanic, or whatever, but even though you're my brother from another mother as opposed to one of the brothers. And with a hairdo like that showing up to play, you got to have some game for you. You rolling up with a hairdo like that. I'm going to say you're going to drop about 15. I'm a guess. Tweet me back and let me know how right I am about that, okay? Appreciate the tweet. At Easy Money Cam 1 writes, Stephen A., who do you think is the best scarer, not scorer, scarer, between Randall Boggs and Sully Sullivan? First of all, his name is really not Sully Sullivan. It's James P. Sullivan. You didn't think I knew that, did you? Okay? That's his real name, James P. Sullivan, okay? Not Sully Sullivan. So let's get that out of the way first. Randall, generational scarer. I get all of that, but Sully, I gotta say he's the GOAT. That's what I gotta go with, Rand. Randall tried harder, but it just came more natural to Sully. So I think we go with that. Bigger, scarier as well. Sully's the one in that one. Sorry, gotta go with that. This is from @NBA_paint, right? Sesame Street starting 5. Who you taking? Ooh, okay. First of all, my start 5, Cookie Monster. Definitely that, okay? Can't ignore Big Bird. That's my center right there, okay? Snuffleupagus, no, I'm not feeling that. I don't need that right now. I'ma roll with Elmo. I'ma roll with Ernie. And I am Stephen A, so I can't leave out Oscar the Grouch. Okay? So it's Oscar the Grouch, Ernie, Elmo, Big Bird, and Cookie Monster. That's my starting 5 for Sesame Street. How to get to Sesame Street. How to get to Sesame Street. Didn't think I know that, did you? Didn't think I knew that.